Hey guys, so happy to be here with you again today. Another rendition of me cooking in my beautiful kitchen. Wearing my brand new apron. Real men don't use recipes. Hope you guys like it. Hope you've been enjoying my videos that I've been putting out for the last several weeks. Today I'm going to do another batch of macaroni and cheese. A little bit different from what you guys have seen in the past. Today I'm actually not using macaroni shells, or macaroni noodles, but rather large shell noodles. A little bit different. Also, I'm not going to be using the whipped cream. I'm going to be using just milk instead. Also, my procedure is going to be a little bit different. So follow me, stick with me, and you'll see something a little bit different. For now, I'm going to start my pressure cooker off using the beans setting just to get that pot hot. And in fact, I'm going to change that to 6 minutes. Okay, so this is what I'm going to cook my noodles in the pot for 6 minutes. A little bit different than the last time that you may have seen this video. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for the pot to get hot. So what I'm going to start off though with is 1/2 cup of butter. Use real butter, not margarine, not country crock. Use butter. At least that's what I'm using today. For these recipes that I've been doing that you've seen in the past, it is just butter. I cook other stuff on the stove and different recipes using different ingredients, but at least for this one, butter is my choice of base. I don't know what it is, but butter. And instead of water, I'm going to use some chicken broth. All right, so we have 32 ounces of chicken broth. I like that. And a 1/2 gallon or 2 quarts, which you may have seen in the past. I used 2 quarts of the whipping cream, but it's 1/2 gallon, and I'm going to use just milk. Again, the process is going to be a little bit different today than what you may have seen in the past, where I just threw everything in and let it all cook. It came out wonderful. I had some beautiful, wonderful reviews. I appreciate it. Those who are my fans, who are following me and have subscribed, I appreciate all the wonderful comments. It's really made me feel good and inspired me to continue to do more videos like this. This one's just going to be a little bit different. Okay, so now that I got my pot warmed up, I'm going to throw the butter in there. And one of the things that I learned about cooking butter is to not necessarily just have your butter cook until it's completely dissolved and turn translucent or transparent and white, but to try and get your butter in one area and melt in one area so that it stays yellow. All right, and so if you can do that, and if you ask some different chefs, you could probably do some different video searching of different chefs and how they melt their butter. I'm not a chef, but I really do enjoy cooking, and some of the things that I have learned is to melt your butter in one area so that it stays yellow in the pot and doesn't separate and become white or real milky looking. And so if you come on over here, take a look at the butter, you'll see what I'm talking about here in the pot, cameraman, camerawoman. So we got yellow butter, right, as opposed to letting it separate all across and just gets foamy and white and milky. But this way it'll stay nice and yellow. What exactly that does, I still don't know. But I've learned this from chefs that I've worked with in the past. I've also seen this numerous times on different videos that I've watched on different cooking channels. And that seems to be the consensus, since I'm going to stick with it because these guys seem to be very confident in it. And however, I've been doing certain things that I've learned over the past, and it does turn out really well, so there's really no point in me changing it up. But that's what it'll look like, right? So it stays looking yellow, and that's just about melted. All right. So now with the butter melted, the bottom of my pan is coated really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my shells in here. 24 ounces. That's a whole bag. A whole bag of large shells. And what I want to do is just mix them up really good and get the butter coated on all of my shells as they mix around here in the pot. Okay. And so instead of using water, as I mentioned before, I'm just going to use the chicken stock that I have. You can find this is a Rachel Ray brand, but you know, you can find it any kind, high-end or low-end, name brand or store brand. Any kind of chicken broth, or you can even make your own by mixing some water and some chicken bouillon. But 32 ounces is what I'm going to use for fluid. And this is what my noodles are gonna cook in until they get nice and soft. So I have my pressure cooker set to 6 minutes. After the 6 minutes are done, which you may have seen in the past where I threw everything in and let it go, I'm gonna do a little bit different this time. I'm gonna let my noodles cook for 6 minutes, and after it's done, then I'm gonna throw my milk and my cheese in there, mix it all together until the consistency is where I like it. I have about 7 cups of cheese in here, but 6 cups is really what I'm needing. If it's too liquidy, then of course another cup of cheese is gonna thicken it up. Some of you guys have given me some great suggestions. I'm gonna take that to heart. I'm gonna use some mustard. I wish I had some jalapenos, but I don't, and I'm not gonna use them. But I imagine that the jalapenos would be a great addition to macaroni and cheese, and I know that a lot of people have posted some great comments about it. I'm gonna forego it. I will, however, put some garlic powder in here. Not much, just something that will give it a little bit of some seasoning, some flavor, a little bit of onion powder. Again, not much, but maybe one tablespoon. I got a little bit of lemon pepper. I've never tried it, but I do love salt and I do love pepper in my macaroni and cheese, and so I'm sure that the lemon pepper is going to be great in itself. Great in itself. See what I did there? Great. Freshly grated pepper. Oh, that's ground. Dang it, it's ground pepper. Oh well. That's great cheese. Huh? Huh? Better redeem myself. All right. So, mix it all around. I got my ingredients in here. Mix it all around. Let the pot do its thing. Get nice and warm. I'm going to put the lid on. Set it to pressure. And come back in about 6 to 10 minutes after it's done beeping. You can see it's smoking. It's definitely getting hot and building up pressure. So what I need to do is stop talking, get my lid on here, lock into place, and set it to pressure. I'll come back, see you guys in about 10 minutes, and we'll go from there, all right? Thanks. All right, everyone, so my pressure cooker just beeped. 6 minutes of cooking under pressure. It's been about a total of 10 minutes because it took a little bit of time to build pressure. So I'm just gonna release the steam, let that go for a little bit, and as soon as it's done, I'll be able to open it up and show you the next step. So I'll come back and see you in just a second. All right, so now the steam is all released. My lid's unlocked. I can pull it up, pull it off. Woo, baby! Look at that. So take a look here at the noodles. The noodles are definitely done. 6 minutes is all I needed to cook it in. As I mentioned before, it did take just a few more minutes to cook because of the time it takes to build up pressure. I'm gonna put probably 4 or 5 tablespoons of mustard in there. Mix it around. Crack open the milk. I'm gonna start off with just a quart for now, right? So which is only half of my half gallon. It's about a quart. I know initially I told you I was gonna put the whole half gallon or 2 quarts, but I'm gonna start off slow. Again, this is a little bit different recipe than what you've seen from me in the past. And I'm gonna throw in, let's see here, I have 7 cups of cheese. I'll probably put in about 4.5 to 5, and I don't know, I'm just weird like this. I don't measure it, I just eyeball it, and then I go from there. Very few times do I actually measure anything out, and if I do, it's probably just because of my videos and not because I'm cooking for me, but more so I can show you guys. So you can see how liquidy this is. I'm clearly gonna need some more cheese in here, but before I get too carried away and add that cheese, I'm gonna let it coagulate just a little bit and see how this settles. It's definitely warm enough to melt the cheese. The milk is cold, so that kind of cooled things down just a little bit, but nonetheless, it's still warm enough to melt the cheese, and it will solidify quite nicely. I can see already that I'm gonna need a little bit more cheese, so I'm gonna go ahead and add it in there. So again, I have 7 cups shredded. Really important, buy the block of cheese. Don't buy the pre-shredded stuff that has non-binding agents built in or mixed into the cheese. You don't want that garbage in your macaroni and cheese. So just buy the actual block and shred it yourself. I know it's only a few more minutes of your time, but it is worth it. And come take a look at this. So I did add a little bit of mustard, and you can actually see the difference in the color. I can smell the mustard, and gosh, I can't wait to try it because it smells good. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more milk as well because I do have some more cheese that I'm gonna put in there. But I think I am gonna change my recipe up a little bit and not put the full half gallon in there. I think I use just a little bit more than a quart. Again, I'm using these shells and not the macaroni noodles. So they're macaroni and, shell and cheese recipe. You know, I keep wanting to say macaroni and cheese because I'm used to it. But I am gonna add the rest of that cheese in there. Yeah. Hooey! All right, so there we go. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna put the lid back on there. Let it get warm again. It's on the warming setting so it can sit here and stay warm when it's not gonna keep pressurizing or keep cooking it under pressure. And after so long, I'll come back and check it out. Hopefully it's not too liquidy, but I don't know, it's a gamble. We'll see how it goes, and I'll come back and show you guys in just a little bit. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like my video, and post some comments. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer, if you want to know where to get the apron, you want to know where to get my seasonings, whatever it may be, just go ahead and post some comments down below, and I look forward to answering those for you. Thanks. Talk to you in a bit. All right, you guys, so it's been about 5 minutes since I closed the lid last. I wanted to show you what this bad boy looks like now that we've had a little bit of chance for the cheese to solidify or coagulate and mix in with the milk, kind of warmed it all up. Come on in and take a look here. See what we got. Show me what you're working with. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is definitely thickening up. It can still go a little bit longer to melt all that cheese because you can see it's still a little clumpy. However, soon it will be stringy. And when it is, I will be happy. And you all can watch me eat it and enjoy it. But I hope you guys try it. If you change the recipe, that's fine. That's totally up to you. Depends on how this turns out. It's gonna be whether or not I endorse that you at least try this recipe. But I got this idea from one of my subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to eating it and trying it and letting you know how I feel about it, or what, how it tastes. I wish I had some jalapenos, but I also have some other members of my family who don't prefer it, so it's probably better I don't have any jalapenos, otherwise I'd be eating all this by myself. All right, anyways, I'll come back and show you guys later. Thanks. Oh, so we're rolling. All right, so I wanted to show you guys the mac and cheese and what we got working here. Nice and thick. It's not as stringy as I was hoping for, but it is really good. And you know what? I'm all out of cheese, so I can't really adjust this anymore. There was a couple of burnt spots on the bottom of the pot, and I'll tell you what, my family loved it, so I didn't even pick it out. Actually, I did, and they wanted me to put it back in. It does smell a little mustardy. Tastes mustardy, too. I think it tastes and smells incredible. I'm excited to try it. I know I'm going to love it because I love mustard. In fact, this whole meal looks just incredible. So once I dish it up, I'll show you guys a little bit more. But yeah, this really does look incredible. It smells fantastic, and I'm thoroughly pleased with the way it came out. I'd say give it a try. Hopefully you like the way the presentation of this. I mean, it does look good. It does smell good. So give it a try. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've done it yourself, if you change your recipe up, let me know what you added. Because I'm certainly open to trying it just like this. Like I tried this mustard because someone gave me that idea. So I like to try some other stuff too if you've found some success with it. But if you like this recipe and you've done it, your family loves it, take some pictures, post it on my comments down below, and let me know what you thought of it. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching. Take care. Talk to you soon. Oh yeah. So we got barbecue chicken breast, homemade macaroni and cheese in the pressure cooker, and beer smoked chicken off the Traeger grill, smoked for 3 hours. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, share, and comment below. Thanks guys. Till next time. Take care. God bless.